Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Welcome back to Prayers of the Pious. In this situation, you have a group of people surrounding a great scholar in his elderly age and asking him for a dua, asking him for a supplication that he could share. And a lot of times in these personal gatherings, sometimes these personal supplications that are imparted are truly beautiful and contain deep lessons. And the man that we're speaking about today is Yusuf ibn al-Hussein, rahimahullah ta'ala. Yusuf ibn al-Hussein, as he was sitting with a small group of people, someone said to him, "Oh Abu Yaqub," his son's name was Yaqub, as we see these men used to love to name after the prophets. "Oh Abu Yaqub, share with us one of these du'as." So he thought for some time, and then he said, "Allahumma inni nasahtu li khalqika zahiran wa ghashashtu nafsi batinan fahab li ghishi nafsi li nushi li khalqik." "O Allah, I was sincere to your creation in public, but I cheated myself in private. Please excuse my private disgrace because of my sincerity to your creation." He actually died after he shared this dua. So he cried and he passed away after he shared this dua and this wish with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this contains a deep meaning that's not found in any of the other supplications in this series. That many times you'll find an empath, or you'll find someone that has sincerity to the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but in the process of being sincere to the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they lose sincerity with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they lose those private moments of devotion. And they excuse themselves from doing those things because of the great things that they do outside of the house. And that's why you'll find that some of the greatest people in history had the greatest personal flaws, because it's very easy to be fooled into thinking that I'm doing all this great stuff for everyone else, so I don't have to worry about myself in private. I can excuse a little bit of excess in private. And in this situation, you have this man that is calling upon Allah with full acknowledgement and says to Allah, "Oh Allah, I was sincere to your creation in public, but I was disgraceful in private. So I didn't harm anyone, but I harmed myself. So forgive me for that private disgrace because of my sincerity to your creation." It's a beautiful dua because it contains the acknowledgement that I fell short in private, but I want to be forgiven for that. And Allah knows whether his private life actually had anything that was deeply flawed, or if it was simply the high standard that he held himself to. But this is a beautiful way to call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah forgive us for the things that we do in private that harm ourselves because of the good that we do to his creation, and that is certainly beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also rectify our private and our public lives in a way that is most pleasing to him. Allahumma ameen. Jazakumullahu khairan. Inshallah, see you next time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.